Hi everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the next episode of Blades in the Dark, the faculty, our ongoing series. This episode has been titled, What's a Little Curse Between Friends? Which I am personally offended by. Um, but I'm sure this is fine. Let's go around and do a quick hi hello with everyone. So hi, my name is Jess. This is my channel. You can find me at go_JG. And here today I will be playing Sahar, our only slightly cursed whisper. Only a little tiny bit.
Only a little bit cursed.
Only a little bit cursed. It's fine. It's just
getting cursed by inches is still getting cursed.
So next we go around and say hello to Allison.
Hey, I'm Allison, also known as Disco. I'm found on the Twitter as @_Discosaurus, and I play Tana, the Hound, who is like the more of the muscle of this group of brainy nerds, and also have a special hunting pet, and a kitten named Tachi. She's very cute.
She's the heart of the team.
And has sway powers, as we saw last time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go around and say hello to Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I am playing Magda Skova. Side of the group, she is a doctoral candidate in spectral philosophy, who is very interested in not a really good way to put this on string. She is interested in like essentially the humanity of ghosts. Ethics of spectcraft. Friends with the ghosts.
Awesome. And last but not least, Basil.
I'm Basel. I play Milan Karada. He's a sociology student, and he's one of the guys. His family owns a restaurant, and he gets very emotional when people talk about their families.
Oh yeah.
Same.
So sweet. And I guess Jordan, I'll let you go.
Yeah, I can introduce myself. That's nice. I'm Jordan. I am the. Does Blades have a different name? It's just GM, I'm guessing.
It just says your name. You never picked the title you wanted.
No, but I mean like.
Oh, does Blades have a?
Yeah.
Oh no, like a narrator.
Game master. It's knife master. I don't know.
I mean,
Dagger.
now it is.
Yeah, now it is.
The Dagger Lord.
Yeah, the Dagger Lord.
It is your Dagger Lord.
The
Dagger Daddy.
No.
We're getting out of the comfort zone for old Jordan. It's been a month since our last game, and I'm going to try and do a quick, concise. I'm assuming everyone watching the audience has gone and watched our the YouTube episode of the last game, because it was interesting and lots of interesting stuff happened. But I'm going to give a quick rundown of what happened last game. The faculty set a goal for themselves to find a library that has maybe a private library that maybe has a bit more of a more of the forbidden knowledge angle on things, as opposed to sort of the officially sanctioned things that the university can provide them. And through Magda taking everyone to church, in a very sweet encounter, the church of the what was the name of your church again?
Weeping Lady.
The Church of the Weeping Lady is this very bright light in the dark of Duskfall that just houses and feeds. It's like a large soup kitchen that just keeps the weathered and beaten down folks of Duskfall safe, and is just accepting of everyone. That made Milan kind of cry, I think, too. And through
he's a member now.
yeah, signed up right away. And through talking to Sister Mater, what do you call her? She's on your sheet.
Mother. She's my Mother Naria.
Mother Naria, that's right. Speaking to Mother Naria, who sort of runs the Weeping Lady, you made she suggested, if you're looking for a library, to talk to Lady Dava, who has accumulated apparently quite a library of her own. Through further investigation, you were put in contact with a gentleman named Davril, who was a student employed as serving staff by Dava, but his background in spectrology and protection against the supernatural, using it in technology to protect against supernatural, he actually got promoted or whatever in Dava's house as a researcher. And discussing with him, it seems like Dava, who, whatever her intentions are, they were not malicious, has found a book or done something that has released something terrible into the house, and it has made it a very dangerous place to live. Davril revealed that his arm had some kind of arcane curse on it, that blackened it black and purple with
the titular curse.
The titular curse of the episode, and his arm was covered in runes, purple runes. Sahar, unable to not research the thing.
Can't not research a thing.
I don't blame you.
You can't just go around not researching things.
Yeah.
Shit's interesting, you know. And through attuning, in an attempt to attune to the arm or whatever spirit maybe spook in his arm, she got an arm spook of her own. A little purple rune and black and purple patch has appeared. And so it was agreed that Davril would reveal. Davril has not shown the arm to his boss. He thinks she's a little driven in her project, which is a secret so far. But he thinks that if he shows her the arm and the effect that this monster she has released into her home has had on him, that she may be more copacetic with her letting you help her. And so I guess that's where we leave off, just after our meeting with Davril, standing outside of Dava House, or the house of Lady Dava. I'll let you, since we lost Lauren halfway through last game, and Allison, you weren't able to make it. I'll let you have some time to discuss plans.
Okay, hang on. So it's just me and Milan standing outside this house right now?
We can just.
I'm like, can we assume, because like if you make me roleplay this, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna turn to Milan and go, hey Milan, let's go back to the school and go find Tana and Magda.
Would be.
That's why I was also giving you a chance to not just be standing outside the house. But
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
We can role-play lore as to why we're not standing outside of the house.
We can teleport.
Because we were like, let's.
Yeah. We can teleport you back to the library. We can do whatever you need. But you can all be together.
Yeah, let's do that. Because
Anna and I just like took a second. We like went shopping or something.
We were supposed to meet there. You guys went, had a little fun on the way.
We show up like an hour late with Starbucks.
Yeah.
Oh my god, gimme.
So what is your plan?
Okay, so I guess we should. So, as
Why
you
don't
know,
we just go knock on the door?
Well, yeah. We could try that. I think we discussed like some possibilities of going in there and getting sort of a read on the situation first. But it sounds like the situation is pretty bad and very cursy, and you know, and the gentleman really believes that she's the owner of the household is actually a very kind and nice person, and if she knew the damage that was actually being done, I think because she thought it was only to her, you know, because it was contained and sort of personal, that she wasn't so keen to act as quickly. But if she perhaps knew the actual damage done to others, she might be less resistant. So we could
More
we could
amenable to help.
yeah.
Well, I mean, if I say that I'm here from Mother Naria, she's a member of church and church.
Do you want to
And
go in
second one.
separately, or do you want to say we're all coming along with you?
No, we'll all go together.
And Davril's on the inside. We've talked to him.
Yeah, Davril was going to let her know that you were interested in speaking with her.
Okay.
That seems fine. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good at being sneaky, but I just figure the direct route is best to ask people. I mean, she's not dangerous.
No, I don't think she is. I think
Well,
I
you're
think
not
there
the
was
worst
just...
at being sneaky.
Everyone turns and looks at Sahar.
Oh. Well, you know. Fair. That's fair. All right. Yes.
I wasn't trying to. I was just trying to say that you could be worse. But I forgot that Sahar, you are the worst at being
the
sneaky.
worst. The actual worst. Yes. That's fine.
So I think that this is still the beginning of a score. I know it seems like it's not really, but the situation you're going into is kind of a tense one, I think. So I will get you folks to determine what type of engagement this is. I think it falls under occult or social. Because if you're going in with the intention of stopping the problem, then it's definitely an occult situation. And the detail we'd be looking for that is the arcane method that you plan on using to stop what's happening. If it's a social thing, the detail is a social connection, which you have already made through Davril. So if you'd like to approach with the occult in mind and stopping what's happening, which I think is on everyone's mind, you could go down that occult route, and the arcane method, we could do a little bit of research before we go in to determine what your plan is.
Well, I can also talk to ghosts and demons like they're people.
Oh yeah. How about that?
So I could maybe the secret is the occult is just the social. I can just talk to the ghost.
Yeah, this is a choice that you all make. We have the social connection already, so
yeah. I don't know. I'm up for whatever.
Yeah,
social makes enough sense.
Yeah, whatever works for the group.
Sure. It just means that any occult plans are a little more on the fly, or will require more flashbacks to prepare. It's A-okay. Okay, well, then we'll just jump to the four of you standing outside the door of the house of Lady Java. Big knocker on the door.
Is it shaped like anything?
Yeah, it looks like Jacob Marley from...
No, definitely cursed. Not touching it. Not touching it. I'm cursed enough.
From a Muppet Christmas Carol.
It might be contagious too, so it probably shouldn't be touching the door. The curse will just be like, whoop.
When you knock on it, it goes,
Oh no, now I'm getting like the full Muppet thing in my head.
The Eldritch version?
Yeah, so we'll go knock on the door.
Ooh. Like a LARP now. You knocked in real life. Okay, so
You knock in the game, you knock in real life.
yeah. It's called immersion, folks. It's important. There's a beat, and then the door creaks open, and a young man who Magda and Tana you have not met yet, but Sahar and Milan you recognize as being Davril. He kind of peeks his head out, but it's not so much because he's trying to be secretive. It's just that this large oak door seems to be a little tough to open and close, so he's not going to open it more than he needs to. And he says, "Oh, okay, good. Yes, I just talked to her. She's in her office." He pulls the door open a little more and extends a hand to Tana and Magda. "Thank you so much for coming along with your friends. Please be careful."
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
We will.
He's got I was saying he has like driving gloves on, and his sleeves are buttoned up, and then he's got driving gloves, kind of leather driving gloves over his hands, which is a little strange inside, but presumably Sahar has explained the situation.
Yes, Milan is apprehensive about touching his hand.
And he's got gloves. It's fine.
Yeah, you can't get it from handshakes.
That's proper PPE right there.
Sahar got it from handshakes.
Sahar did a magical ghost handshake.
A magical ghost handshake.
I did the secret magic ghost club handshake.
Milan has no ghost powers, so all he saw was her touch his hand.
She made her ghost touch his ghost.
Oh my god.
I'm assuming that's how it works. So the door gets pulled all the way open, and Davril pulls you into this large mansion, but one that reminds you more of the university than it does of nobility, because every surface is covered in bookshelves, and the bookshelves are covered in tomes of various sizes, and there are little decorations and arcane tchotchkes just all over the place. Very comforting. It's lit in the same way, and this is obviously the home of an academic. And as you walk in, I mean, your eyes are immediately drawn, in all directions towards the amazing collection that's here. Gustava, if you can help her, would truly prove to be a great ally. Davril says, "Okay, are you ready? Do you want to just go straight and talk to her?"
Yeah, I think that would be best.
Okay.
I lean over to Tana and I say, "Have your gun ready." But he says it like under his breath so the others don't hear him.
I guess like we were supposed to have established this because we what load do we have?
Oh yes, and we need to roll the engagement roll. Good point. So the load is up to you. Determine load.
Since I knew that we're going into doing stuffs, and I'm still a slight bit spooked from the last time we dealt with the ghosts, I'm gonna have a heavy load. I'm like ready to go.
Okay, that's fair. Not like you got to be in disguise or anything either.
I will have a. What's the downside to having? Oh, the load size is like how hidden these things are.
Yeah, how obvious you are out on the job, and also, there may be if you're overloaded, I may use that as a consequence of a failed kind of dexterous move or something like that. Say that you were overloaded.
Yeah, if you're covered in stuff, you look more like a scoundrel. Like what's all that stuff you got on you? Like what's all that clickety clacketing happening?
All right, so the engagement roll, I'm going to say you get your 1 dice for sheer luck. I'm going to say you get 1 die for major advantage, which is that someone is there to you've already just talked to someone and you have a fairly sound plan on the approach. But I'm going to take a die away because you don't really know what you're up against beyond the discussion. So it's just going to be a single D, one single D for the engagement roll. Throw up.
I
Here
can
comes.
roll it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No,
Hey, a
it's good.
6. All right.
Is that good?
It is
Yeah.
Is that a
good.
good thing?
What does that mean?
So
Teach me how to play Blades in the Dark.
break it down for us,
This is my
George.
first game.
So the engagement roll, is just to figure out what footing you're on, right? And it works like any other roll. The result is either a 6 is in the 6 category, the 4 or 5 category, or the 1, 2, 3 category, which is the category. And depending on what category you land in, you start in either a controlled, risky, or desperate position. And landing a 6 means you will start this in a controlled position. So your experience and everything has come together and you are calm as you enter in here. So it means that basically until your situation gets worse, your actions are all would all be controlled unless the situation warrants otherwise. So,
and that means more greater effect, right?
it means less risk.
Less risk.
A controlled situation means a fail in controlled situation is going to be
a softer move. Okay.
It's a much softer risk. But yeah.
I literally had to ask people at my Stardew Valley stream last time. I was like, "Teach me how to play Blades in the Dark. I don't understand. I play it
While you
twice
were
a month,
playing.
and I don't know it."
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I have been trying to play a lot more for that very reason, so that I can be a little smoother. But yeah.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah. So
You're also playing more Stardew Valley to learn Blades in the Dark.
Yeah. I started up Stardew Valley so that I could ask everyone. I'm just asking the people who live on the farm.
You'd be surprised at the overlap between.
I mean, Sebastian
Stardew
spends
Valley
all his time in
Blades
his
in the
room
Dark.
on the computer. He's definitely playing some online RPGs.
Yeah. Someone will answer something other than about how they want ice cream, I'm sure, someday. So that's what I know about Stardew Valley, is that everyone wants ice cream, which, fair. So
Everyone does want some ice cream.
Yeah. Davril starts taking you down this hallway to a very modest office where a middle-aged woman, gray streaks in her hair, very kind of slight of build. She is she's wearing like a dress shirt blouse type thing, but the sleeves are like rolled up, and her hands are kind of covered. You can tell just from a quick glance that her hands have a lot of like ink on the fingertips, and she's like scrawling on parchment. And she doesn't even look up when you come in, and Davril has to kind of like knock on the door and say, Miss Dava, the friends from our friends from the university are here to talk. He looks up and says, fine, I'm going to be working at the same time. It's just the way it'll have to be. Have a seat. He gestures. Rickety looking chairs that scatter around, or scattered around her office.
Okay. Are there enough chairs for everyone?
Yep. They mostly look like they're used to get to the higher books on the bookshelves. Like they're not really meant. 2 are like stacked on top of each other in a corner, like they're just stored. And one definitely has like worn. They're not padded; they're just wooden, and they're like worn from people standing on it. If you're moving them around, you also see that one is notched at the top, like it's got a worn kind of groove in the top, which might imply that this is jammed under the doorknob quite a bit.
We're so clever to figure
Milan
that
does
out.
move that. He's the one who's picking it up because he's gonna take it over to sit. And he's like,
I'm clever, so you don't have to be.
I'll take
So dumb.
the seat closest to like the bookshelves
maybe
so I
we
can look at the
notice
books.
Everything is
the
close to a
door
bookshelf in this
at the
office
bottom
Sorry?
looks like something's been pressed up there.
Right. Yeah, you can kind of see the side of the door. Everyone is sitting near a bookshelf because that's all there is around the walls of this room. They have to be at least 12 foot tall ceilings that are just books. So she's still like going through notes and flipping through journals and things. I don't have a ton of time, so what can I do? I mean, I already donate to the university every year. Books I'm not using go to your library. I hope they're getting use. I need such specialized things. I do wish the university's library was better. Sorry, I'm getting away for myself here. What can I do for you?
We're actually here from Mother Narya.
Did my donation not make it? I told Davril to deliver it.
No. I grew up in the I forget what it's called. The place. Grew up in the place. That's Lauren who forgets what it's called. But
you grew up in the place, yeah.
I grew up in the church, and well, Mother Narya thought that you might be able to help us with our research, and that we might be able to help you with yours.
Well, I like to keep a small team. Like any help I need from the university or the church, I try and go through the proper channels. I might be able to help you. I afraid I can't part with a lot of what I have. But please, I keep interrupting. You can.
No. It's okay. It's just we we just kind of like accessed to library because, as you said, the university's library could be better, and we don't want to deprive you of your own research. We just like to be.
Well, my concern is that you would have to be here, and I mean, this is no offense to you, but I can't allow the books to leave. Private. It's a private collection, very valuable, and also, so that means you would have to do the research here, and I don't think I can allow that.
We understand the nature of the reason why you believe that we shouldn't or can't be allowed to do our research here. We actually had a very
This is a magnificent sentence, by the way.
Insightful conversation with Davril. And
Davril, he's been such a help.
Yes, and he seems like an amazing young man. And for that reason, we think that, perhaps we can engage in some quid quo quo.
Close, I think.
Some quid pro quo.
That's
we
right.
Help you so that you might help us. We understand. For your sake, Davril disclosed a bit of his own concerns, and for his own safety, as we are somewhat of experts I think is Davril still in the room?
Yeah, he's been saying here the whole
Davril, if
time.
you'd please. I feel like I'm not being direct enough here.
I think Jordan understands what you're trying to say.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Milan is saying that he's not
Yeah.
being direct enough.
Right.
Magda will kind of jump in and say, we'd like to help you with.
She looks over at Davril. It's not quite shooting daggers, but there's kind of a furrowed brow. And she says, I'm sorry if you got wrong idea, Davril, happening here. My research is certainly into the more darker aspects of things, but I would not say that we were having anything
Pardon my interruption.
I would describe as a problem.
Ms. Dava, but I believe that it could be that Davril has misled you to some degree about the extent of the danger of your work.
She furrows her brow again, now a bit more of a stern look on her face. And as she begins to talk, her left arm starts to kind of move in a very strange way, like it's attached to somebody else, and that person is making different decisions for it. And he says, I assure you, there's that bringing on Davril was a way to make sure that my research remained safe. And the arm like reaches over and like it's clawing for a piece of parchment. And then she continues to talk. I appreciate your concerns, and she pulls the arm pulls like the parchment over and then like grabs onto a quill and like knocks the ink over, and then just automatically starts scrawling arcane onto the parchment while she speaks to you.
Can I try and read them?
Her other hand is gesturing as part of her talking to you, and she says, and I will talk privately with Davril about his concerns, but I'm going to have to ask that and if anything should come up, I'll ask her.
Davril, can we make this demonstrative? Can we,
Sure.
Can you come over here and perhaps show her?
Davril is white as a sheet as you kind of pull him into the room, because he has also witnessed this arm do this automatic writing and then snap back to her to the side. And I mean, it looks like the runes have been drawn over and over again and over top of each other, and seems very difficult to decipher at a glance. She acts like she hasn't done it.
There's nothing I can do? Like, there's nothing I can see? They can't be deciphered?
You would need to get your hands on the sheet right beside her on her desk. So there's lots of ways to do that. It's up to you. You just let me know what you want to do.
Let's talk this out first. I think we just need to
start stealing everything off of her desk.
Yeah,
just push her to the ground and start reading her notes.
Davril, Sahar, why don't you show Lady Dava your arms?
Davril steps forward, glove off, starts rolling. Sorry, Dava, but I encountered it when I was working in our lab later one evening, and I did my best to defend myself. I used the channeling rod to try and direct it, and it just climbed right up my arm. I could pull. And then she gets a similar parchment white face.
And Sahar?
I feel like we can see pretty clearly from from Davril that there is
Bahar, it's important that she know that this is not only difficult, like dangerous for everybody, but it's also contagious.
Sahar, like, we never discussed this. Sahar wouldn't necessarily have like shown it when she spoke about it.
Never mind then. Oh, okay.
Like I would have told you that it happened to me too.
Oh,
but
okay.
Milan saw.
Milan has seen
Milan
it.
saw. Milan saw Sahar's arm. And yeah, I just unless I think like unless something specific had happened back at the school, she would have just described it happening and not shown it.
Okay, well, I don't need to, but that doesn't like mess up her point. She wants you to show.
Yeah.
Like
she hasn't seen it, but she's like, you've got the same thing going on.
It's just I lean over to Magda. I was like, wait, it looks slightly different on me. It's
so it's mutating.
I wouldn't say that. Okay, well, it's just that it's hard, it's a little bit awkward to tell it apart from other things on my arm.
While you have been discussing, Java has gotten up and moved over to where Davril is, and very gingerly looking at the purse, I guess we're calling it, on his arm, and she hugs him very suddenly, and she's her eyes are already getting watery, and she says, "Why didn't you come to me sooner? Why did you feel like you couldn't come to me?" And they have just kind of this moment. He turns to you, Sahar, and says, "I'll need to see all instances. Do it in private."
Okay, well, I just want you to understand that some of this was already here before, and I just want to reiterate that Sahar is always wearing gloves and long sleeves and like hide necks and like this sort of thing. So when she does finally start to gingerly like remove her stuff, before you can even see the curse mark, you do start to see like willowy wispy markings all over her skin. This sort of almost silvery flecking that she like you have it isn't even the curse yet. And so as she starts to roll up her sleeve, then further up is where the curse is. And you said that marking is moving, Jordan? Like it actually moves?
No, it just the runes have kind of a glow, kind of a pulse to them.
Okay. Yeah. So these two things have almost a different effect then. They have a different sort of, so she'll hold out her
the two things on you.
Yeah.
Right. It's because the new thing is the same as what's on Davril.
Yeah.
Except that you reveal it and there are two runes now.
Whoa, that one wasn't there before. Oh, okay, there's more now.
Milan like scoots a little bit away from Sahar.
And I've ticked up
Oh no, you skipped up my curse?
Of course I did.
No.
She slumps back into her seat, and Davril has his hand on her shoulder, put the glove back on and things. And she says, "I have done something terrible, and now people I care about are hurt by it. If there's anything you can do, I'm sure that you understand how difficult it is for a woman and a scholar to do research and want to learn and expand their minds. city that really only cares about how much money is in your pocket. But I've obviously put myself ahead of the things that matter. So please don't judge me about what you see here. And when she says that, the lights in the place start to dim and flicker, and then they go out. And then there's like a static electricity feeling that goes up all of your backs, and then the lights flicker back on. That's them.
Them?
That's the creature.
Magda is going to like it's a secret method. And I'm wondering like what y'all think the secret method for interacting with ghosts is. Like I need some ideas.
Do you have a physical little device that can do it?
Crystal ball.
Is it a learned skill?
You sing a
Crystal
song.
ball.
Your church lady was literally a former opera house. So it just...
yeah, because it just says the secret method to interact with a ghost or a demon. So like,
is it the equivalent of
Phantom of the Opera?
It's the equivalent of like knocking a shave and a haircut on a wall for a cartoon.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe I do like the idea that she just kind of like sings a song or like
hums or something, or
and maybe it's more about like the pitch that kind of it like annoys the ghost into manifesting enough, or it's like
well,
a dog.
I like to think it's like a secret language kind of thing. Like she has to sing in like a specific pitch or a specific,
and then it starts to come through you
for them to understand. Like this is how they speak, is through this like weird song. Like
you're speaking whale.
Essentially.
Wow.
And she's gonna speak in ghost voice. And
what is the connection between Leviathan and Ghost, I wonder?
And say, are you here?
How do they usually get talked back to you, or is it just that they sing back, but it's
I think let's go with simple, and that it's just this is a weird language they speak.
Sure.
It's a complex tonal language.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a voice. It's low, distant. It says, "I fill every nook and cranny of this house."
This is so creepy.
We can't hear this, right?
You just hear weird music.
The lights definitely flicker.
Oh man, what?
Was I have Tachi. I would have brought her with me. She like doing that thing that dogs do, where like they're like looking at things that aren't there. Like...
Yeah, definitely. but she can't focus on one spot. She's growling. She's uncomfortable because she's acting like she's surrounded.
And why are you?
Lady of the house was kind enough. Prison.
And what do you want with her?
Just more knowledge. Books. These books are my new home. I love to. It's a ravenous kind of hunger for me.
This is the creepiest. I was like, I'm just gonna talk to a ghost. It's fine.
Are you
not too creepy.
No.
You hear them?
Yes, I can. Talk.
And like, is something?
Oh yeah, it's
happening
everywhere.
right now?
It's in the books. So you're in all of the books.
Milan like scoots his chair a little bit away from the the wall.
I am both knowledge and I live inside.
What is your name?
That's the type of knowledge that can get you in. I have much reading to do. I feel as though you and your companions have much I could learn from. Stick around long enough and perhaps join the library.
Okay, she's gonna stop. I mean, she's just gonna start. She's just gonna ignore it now.
Her settles down her goosebumps.
So it's some kind of ghost or demon of knowledge. That's why it's here. It must be possessing those who want to learn.
I have to replace the books. I need new books all the time because when it burns through a book, it truly destroys its contents, and I worry that my library will get lost inside of this thing, and if it runs out of things to read, I'm been punished for my own voracious need for knowledge.
Sorry, I was holding a mini egg during that whole scene, and I guess my palms got sweaty, and it just like melted all over my hand.
It's all right. It happens to the best of us. I grasp that knowledge too greedily. Now, I feel like this is a shadow of myself that has come to haunt.
Well, it is truly ravenous and uncaring. I do not think. Will you let us help you?
Now that I've seen what it's done, I can't let it do it again. I have to put my safety and Davril's safety and everyone's safety ahead of my own. Anything that's left, you'd be welcome here anytime. But this has to happen today.
Sahar, do you know how to do an exorcism? This is me out of character.
The only things I have are ghost mind and strange methods. So that's tinkering to make something, which can't be done like in the scene, and ghost mind is just for gathering info, which I think Jordan always also tells me that I can't do in scenes.
Yeah, it's not really a score thing, it's like a research thing.
So I don't think I can do anything.
We are in undiscovered Blades territory, so as long as it makes sense, I don't want you to not be able to use it.
Yeah, we can also always flash back to that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
you can flash back to the research of things.
Yeah.
We need an old priest and we need a young priest.
That is a given. That is a given regardless of the system. Yeah.
Yeah, I have my attune, demon bane charm. We can make something.
I have arcane implements as part of arcane implements are part of our load, so maybe we just have maybe I just have an exorcism kit? Question mark.
Well, I think some investigating around the house is going to be required before specifics. So, yeah. But yes, I think something like that would fall.
Sorry, while I stepped away, did she say we were allowed to wander around her house a little?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, we need to do it today.
Her stern demeanor has turned to more of a desperation.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Why don't we start there? See if we can find anything. We might have something we've been making might work. I say in preparation for a flashback.
We can have a.
Um,
I'm
Well, let's-
gonna start a clock for you guys to keep you kind
Honest.
of give you well, just to keep a direction going for and is here. It's on your faculty sheet.
Okay.
I think we should try and find where it came from. Really, that's like big deal.
Yeah.
I'm
just-
calling it learning more about the knowledge demon, and it is 6. Got 6.
Did you ask her when it started?
No.
No discussion.
We
of that.
didn't actually. We did that. We didn't do much detective. We're
Yeah.
not detective.
You skip
We're
right.
not detective.
You skip right to inventing the solution to the.
I apologize just because I didn't want
Wow,
to assume
no,
since
no.
I got up for a
It's
It's
second.
fine. It's fine. I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying.
You're totally calling me out. It's fine. I'm kidding. Yeah. So. Yeah. Do you recall when all this started?
I could never forget that day. I have been spending all of my earnings from my donations to the church and the university on acquiring new information. Just it began with just anything, and then I got the idea. You see, my life has not been easy since my wife passed away. I was walking home. She was walking home from an evening out with friends, and let's just say the criminal underground of Duskfall took her from me over just the jewelry she was wearing. I didn't get to see her. The spirit warden claimed her, but I had a chance to say anything, even though she was long gone when I found her. But I became obsessed. I thought that perhaps there was some way. I know the spirit wardens are thorough, but I thought there was some way that I'd be able to say at least goodbye. But that was not my logical mind speaking. That was my sadness for having lost her. And now I realize that no matter what something promises, when it comes to something like that, it is too good to be true. When I opened that book, I was assured would be the answer to my problem. That's when the creature, demon, the ghost, whatever it is, escaped. Now it literally haunts everything I've ever learned.
I'm so sorry.
At that time, there was nothing that was going to stop me. So even if brave folks had been here, I still would have sent you away and opened the book. Now I know. Lesson learned too late.
You know where the book came from?
I have several dealers. A lot of them prefer to remain mostly anonymous. Their deliveries are done through. Sometimes this one just showed up in a hansom cab, and I was told to place payment into the seat, take the book. Now I understand why they would want to distance themselves from it.
Do you have the book still?
Yes, it remains open on the pedestal that I opened it on.
Supernaturally?
Supernaturally? That I opened. Sorry,
that
what do you ask?
It doesn't remain open supernaturally.
Can we just close the book?
It remains.
Can't we just?
Like, have you tried closing the
I
book?
see.
Have you tried opening and closing the book again?
Milan doesn't know anything. Milan actually asked if you could just try closing the. He doesn't know anything about.
I'm trying to combine spectral and tech support together.
Mm-hmm.
Spec
support.
Book support.
Spec support.
Oh my
Spook support,
god.
yeah.
Book support.
Spectacle support.
I assure you that I have tried everything within my power to prevent it, but it seems to have stretched itself over the thousands of vessels I have for it in my home. So any individual book no longer matters.
So
It's the
like
whole
water. I mean, it's like a gas.
Have you tried closing all of the books?
Just close every book in your house.
And put them back in the shelves?
You have too many tabs open. I'm sorry.
Your house is running out of memory.
Have you cleared your cache?
Again, in my madness, I have pulled every book off of the shelf, shaken it, did my best, my level best to disinfect this place of the evil, but nothing has.
Idea.
Yes.
I think, well, this is me out of character now, but I think Milan would have called the guys in. But I think that they could have been worried about something like this, that it was in fact possessing the whole house, and they could have been working on something to try to draw it into a central location. But we would probably need to set things up in various places throughout the house where it is most present to draw it into that central location.
Maybe like a copy of another kind of book.
Oh, maybe we do. Maybe we have to draw it here, and we have pylons that we have to put in the different rooms where it is most present.
Want to see
Possible flashback thing.
Yeah, of course. Do you want to see the book that trapped it originally?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think that's probably the best thing is to trap it in the book that is already there, right?
Sure.
I mean, it held it once.
True.
You have to fill up this clock before you can have enough information to actually.
Did you click the clock?
I did. I put it in the chat, I think.
No,
I just see the Sahar gets more
clock.
cursed.
Yeah. Click the other clock, please.
Okay.
Okay.
We have to learn more about it. That would make sense anyway. We need to learn more about it before
Let's go read a book.
Yes, please.
So,
When did we have my gloves on before I touch any books?
Smart.
we crowd around it, but Milan is a little bit back.
Davril and Lady Dava collect themselves and start to lead you down the hallway. And these books they cover all sorts of topics, but she takes you to a lift at the end of the hall and down into a basement kind of level where the lighting is a little dimmer and the books seem a little older. And she takes you to a very large room that, considering the number of books that are in it, there's maybe 3 or 4 dozen books on display or on shelves or on here. And in the middle of the room, on a very arcane looking kind of pedestal platform, is this very unassuming leather and brass bound book that's open to the last page.
Without getting as close as I can without touching it, what is on the last page?
It just says freedom.
I don't want to touch them. I don't think anybody should touch the book, Magda says.
Sahar's already like so close. Oh, like, oh, okay. That's
Sahar, I meant to offer you the opportunity to grab as you were leaving, to grab the automatically written
Oh yeah,
note.
the thing I was trying to read with the runes on it. Do the runes look like the runes that are multiplying on my arms? Is this like the chicken pox? Is like
Get that tomato
Rune pox.
Yeah.
Tomato soup for my thinking.
You're thinking of skunked,
Thinking of skunk. Yeah, when you're skunked.
You know what?
You take a bath into tomato soup.
Tomato soup, I'm sure would help somehow.
Tomato bath.
It might. It's kind of like acidic, right? Like, so it might like kind of help.
Thank you, Allison.
Cleaning
Thank
it
you.
Off. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I had my shots, so.
Yeah, I don't think my parents did the chickenpox party or anything, but I think I definitely had. Yes. So, do you want to grab it without anyone noticing, or is it?
Yeah. Can I grab it like as everyone's leaving? Can I just like
what when we go over to the bus?
grab like? But I put. Can I roll my sleeve back down and put my glove back on?
Sure, of course.
And then like.
What action are you going to be doing to grab it?
What action does it require to grab a piece of paper?
Are you doing it without people seeing? That's what I'm asking.
Have you got finesse?
I do not have finesse. I only have prowl, and I don't think that's gonna work. So, I guess I can't. Yeah. Can I just study it really quick? Can I just like peek
Imagine
over at it?
I imagine that Tachi's watching you. She's like probably like sniffing.
I wink at Tachi. Tachi knows what's up. Tachi knows what's up the most here. Listen.
You can do a quick study at it if you want.
Yeah, can I just like glance over at it while everyone is
I'll say it's a controlled effect since we started the controlled position, and but then the effect will be limited since you're kind of just getting a glance.
Okay, that's fair.
So you can dump down to a risky and move it up to a standard effect. And what the results on that would mean is a limited effect will fill in 1 tick on the clock, a risk or a standard effect will fill in 2, a great effect will fill in 3.
But I'm already cursed. Actually, I guess, well, I'm already cursed, so I just did the wrong intonation on that, really.
What's a little bit more curse?
What's a little bit more curse? Yeah, sure. I'll bump that up to risky, and then I will take, you said a standard effect?
Yeah.
Okay. And that doesn't give me any bonus dice, though.
You can push yourself.
No, it's cool. I'll save that. I'm still half stressed. I'm stressed and injured still, so I'll wait.
Okay.
A 4.
Well, you do it. You quickly glance down at it, and yes, even though the runes, it's like she was transcribing one thing and then turned the page and then transcribed it again at a different angle, just over and over on top of each other. So it's very difficult to decipher it's become just layers of scribbles.
Okay.
But the runes are the same that are on your arm.
Okay.
But as you're looking at them, Ghost Rider style, the if anyone remembers that show.
Yep.
The letters start moving around.
It's funny because I know you said Ghost Rider, but like
you thought Ghost Rider.
A flaming skull shoots out of
yeah. I'm sorry. I just realized the way that I said that also sounded like Ghost Rider.
I know Ghost. It's hard to say it without it sounding like Ghost Rider.
It's like I pronounce both those words the same way. So
a ghost who writes.
You got to really aspirate those T's.
Yeah. Writer. Ghost.
But I'm just imagining like Ghost Rider, like.
Because fun fact, D and T are the same. Like you, the same thing with your mouth. Just that one is voiced and one is unvoiced.
Yeah.
That's too much knowledge for me.
a lot of people in a lot of languages voice a consonant after a vowel, and that's why writer is harder to say than writer, because it's all vowels are voiced.
Oh my goodness.
Real knowledge. I'm not ready for this. So I was not warned about this. So the runes rearrange themselves rapidly on the
Yeah,
page,
I got your
and
reference.
it rearranges and it says, it just says, "I'll read you next."
Oh, creepy.
Yee.
That's icky. That's a big nope from me, buddy. I'm gonna like get out of here. That's like,
so
ugh.
I'm going to add 2 notches to the you get more cursed.
What? 2
notches?
notches to the get more cursed?
That's what happens with the risky.
Go ahead.
You can resist.
That's right. You can resist the results.
Can I roll a resist? Like I have to roll to resist, or how's that work?
So a resistance is you will roll the attribute that is above the actions as opposed to the actions themselves.
Oh, so like insight in this case?
Insight or resolve, maybe. Resolve, your resolve to resist whatever is happening.
Okay, resolve.
You got 2 dice in both of them.
Yeah, those are equal.
Yeah.
I'll try resolve. That makes sense.
Yeah, and you get as many stress minus the roll, and then the thing doesn't happen.
Yeah, you get 6 stress minus whatever the highest die is. So you're trading ticks for stress.
Oh gosh. Suffer 6 stress minus, so 3. I suffer 3 stress, but I don't get more cursed.
You don't get 2 cursed. You
don't get the 2
stress.
ticks on the curse. Yep.
Okay.
And thank you for reminding me, Lauren. Anyone can do this at any time.
Cool.
Resist pretty much anything. Anything that you don't like, you can just trade stress for it instead.
Well, that was quite stressful for me. Can I just say that was a very icky situation. It didn't go well. And next time I might just take the cursing.
When you blink, when you blink, to
Are you also
off.
still very very stressed? Because I realize that I'm still at 5 pip stress.
Yeah, I was still half stressed. Because I didn't do a lot of de-stressing last time in our downtime because I was too busy trying to heal. Because I was so thoroughly wounded.
Yeah, and then I wasn't here during last downtime, so I realized.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the stress is still.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should have still gotten a chance to.
Yeah. You can do your you can indulge your vice if you want.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll just do 1.
If it's unsuccessful, then I can give you some calculating so you get 1 more downtime action.
Skills. This is us learning our characters.
So the while Tana's doing that, Sahar, you blink and the writing kind of returns to what it was.
I still don't
remember how this works.
So unfortunately, because it rolls your lowest attribute.
Oh, right. Yeah, which is resolve, which has 0.
Yeah,
so it's at disadvantage.
You recover 1 stress. I'll let you take your 2 downtime actions.
Okay.
That's better.
You're gonna take another 3 off.
Okay. We're good.
That's good. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. So it just said I'll read you next. So and the way her arm was like moving with this, do we like? She didn't explain. You know what? I'm gonna like try and catch up now.
Mm-hmm.
And then just be like, so I don't know if this is rude to ask, but you know we're kind of just in it now, so I'm gonna do it anyway. That whole your arm writing on its own thing, were you aware that was occurring?
I'm sorry. What was my arm? What do you mean writing with my arm?
Okay. That's all right. You know, that's fine.
It seems to be possessing you.
Yeah.
Making you do things.
She pulls out a little spirit bane charm and she insists that's not something happen.
Well, this is a demon. As far as I know, spirit bane doesn't work.
I think all of us can vouch for the fact that we saw it happen.
We did all see it happen.
We all saw it happen.
Whether or not it's something that can happen, it is something that did happen, I'm afraid.
She lifts up the arm that did the automatic writing, and on the back of her hand, one of the
Was that not there before?
Must have exerted a lot of force on me in order to make me do. The writing was gibberish. It was just a waste of its time.
I think it might have been threatening. Has it fairly openly threatened you in the past?
It's more been terrifying the people around me, threatening to destroy my collection.
Mm-hmm.
Team's energy is not at full strength. Even over the past 2 weeks, it's been picking and choosing very carefully what it reads, what it destroys. But every day, exponentially, more and more of my collection is torn from me.
All right.
I have to do something. She's like, standing over near where the book is unfolded and not touching it. She's got gloves on herself.
Mm-hmm. This rune appeared through her glove?
Oh, I'll say she pulled the glove.
Okay. And so we saw the
notice. That's why she didn't notice it right.
Okay. All right.
As soon as she was heading down, it's not like a leather glove or anything like that. It's like a book reader's glove, like if you're reading an old tome or something like that, so you don't get any kind of acidic stuff on the pages. It's made for, like, with a little bit of like rubber on the finger to turn the page carefully. Yeah.
That makes sense. All right. Well. So I feel like because I stayed behind in the other room, I missed Magda reading this book.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
okay.
What did you
So what I'm gonna use is an unusual weapon.
Ah.
My unusual weapon, I think she has like hairpins that can do a murder. Like just like really fucking sharp hairpins. I'm sorry, I swear. Can I swear on your stream?
Yes. It's rated for adults. It's fine.
No, you fucking cannot.
Yeah, she has just like really thin knives that she uses hairpin. And she like takes it out of her hair. It does the like, oh wow, look how much hair she has. Just for flavor. And then yeah, it's like dramatic and beautiful.
You thought the unusual weapon was the pin. It's actually the hair.
Her hair.
Actually my hair.
She whips her hair.
Actually Bayonetta.
Magda just looks like a shampoo commercial all the time, but she's gonna use
We get it. Magda's a babe. We get it.
It's really important that I reiterate this every session. No, but she's gonna use the hairpin to like turn the pages so she can kind of like.
So I imagine these are kind of metal all the way. They don't really have a handle on. Okay, so
probably has like a pretty thing like at the top, like some kind of like a flower or some shit.
Sure, to at least disguise their intent a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be a stress-free, but it will take away from your load.
Yes.
And so you want to try and turn back the pages?
Yeah, I want to turn back the pages, and I'll do a study.
Sure. Okay, so the first page, the like the title page, says the name.
Oh, sorry. Can I roll study?
Well, this information you're going to get just from.
You're just going to give it to me for free.
It's written in the common tongue, and it's flipping to that first page is easy enough. You don't need to roll to read. Work at a university. So it says the author is long faded and scratched out, but it says a guide to returning that which was lost by blank. And you realize even just from that title and Lady Dava's explanation of why she thought this might be a tome. Okay, now you can give me that study roll.
Do a study.
So it's controlled. I'll say a standard result.
Okay. And I guess what I am trying to study specifically in this is not necessarily the contents of the book that's written itself, although I think that would be interesting, but like essentially the origins of like the demonic, if this is like this if this was the book where the demon came from, or if the demon is just hanging out in the book.
Sure.
Yes.
And Sahara, I will let you carry forward. I'll let you get a free help on this to use your supernatural knowledge. So you can just, for free, without taking any stress, provide Magda with an extra die.
Okay.
Sort of as a representation of your
my
downtime research abilities.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Presumably that just means you need to be nearby when it explodes. And
I'm gonna just lean over to Magda and like just whisper to her what I read on what happened with the sheet in the other room.
Okay.
And then like
So you're just gonna freak her out, right? When she
Yeah,
needs to...
because I
like
in
a sharp
case-
thing in my hand. You know?
I know
case
you're busy.
Magda-
I know you're busy right now, but this piece of paper said it was going to read me next. So anyway, I don't know if that helps. But
No, I just wanted to. I just wanted for Magda to be informed.
yeah, I understand.
Before she does anything rash,
Sorry,
like get cursed.
yeah,
and
sorry,
then-
with Tana.
Me and Tachi are like on guard, ready for anything that might
Guns
happen.
out. Whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm like I have like my gun is like loaded and like ready just in case.
If Tana's doing this, I'm gonna go stand behind Tana because I'm like, oh right, you're big and strong. I'm gonna.
And Tachi's like doing that thing where dogs are like when they like stop and stare at a thing, like they're just like waiting for it to move or whatever.
Does Tachi do the one leg point?
She's not pointing right now. She's you know how like when
Like when they go like this.
yeah, when they're like ready to pounce, if they like
Okay.
they thought like hackles kind of raised like ready to like
Yeah.
act if something
Kind of butt
moves
in the air a
suddenly,
little
yeah.
bit. Yeah.
uh-huh.
Cute and deadly. All right, so that's a bonus die there, Magda. You can push yourself for another one if you like, but
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I crit.
Oh dang!
well, you got a 6. You need 2 6s.
Oh, I
to
need 2
crit.
6s. Okay,
Yeah.
well I got a 6, so
That's still good.
give me
That is
2
still
pips.
very good. Yeah, that's 2 more pips on the research and
It was in our faction sheet. Yeah?
that's right.
Or not faction,
Yeah, the
faculty.
faculty.
Learn more
Perfect.
about the knowledge team.
Oh, 2 pips. Oh, and there should have been 1 more pip.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, didn't I get a pip for all
Yeah, you did get a
my
pip.
stress? Please tell me I got something for all
You
that
did.
stress.
You did get a pip, yeah.
Thank goodness. Okay.
Oh no, you went for a standard effect. You got 2 pips.
Yay!
That's what you went to a risky standard, yeah.
Thank goodness for stress.
You start flipping through the pages, Magda, but you're not looking, like you said, you're not necessarily reading the contents. There are indeed arcane formulae on each page that are numbered in such a way that you have to flip through the book in a very convoluted manner to do them in order. And you think that there's some kind of arcane geometry going on there, but that's for someone else to study. What you're looking for is the construction of the book. And the conclusion you come to is that this book isn't really here. The book you're looking at has pages that feel like paper and binding that feels like leather and brass, but it doesn't exist.
Cool.
As you're flipping through, you realize that this book is a manifestation from the ghost field, spectral field. So,
yeah. So Magda will be
Yeah, go ahead.
she'll be flipping through the book and she'll be like, this book doesn't exist.
Oh. What?
Yeah, it's a ghost book.
Like the book is a ghost.
The book died?
Book is it's It's a spectral book.
It's a tree ghost.
I've got like my gun like pointed at the book. I'm like,
I stand behind
tell me when.
Tana,
Just tell me
too.
when.
Would understand why you can't close it. It's not.
You haven't tried to close. I never really got to answer because we were making so many jokes.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. She would have said that she had tried closing. She had also tried destroying it.
It makes sense why she can't destroy it if it's not.
It's not a book.
A book.
Right.
It's not a book, but it's not a book.
It did continue to keep appearing here. You know, it's the cat that that won't stay away.
Back
yeah,
the
exactly.
very next day.
Another great Canadian cartoon that.
Many Canadian references on this show.
And
I actually know that one.
Yeah, isn't it Raffi? Raffi
Yeah, it is.
Happened in America.
Wasn't Raffi Canadian? I thought
he is, but he was like pretty famous in Canada.
But I'm thinking of the specifically NFB cartoon.
Oh yeah.
That went along with it, where the guy keeps kicking at the cat, and the cat just keeps coming back, and like, cat's not doing anything mean. He's there. Yeah. So you're close to having enough information here, but basically, this book. Obviously, books don't die. Books don't have a spirit attached to them, but something has caused the spirit field to coalesce into this book.
The spirit field is not. It's. What is it? Just ghosts? Is it just like a conglomerate of ghosts?
It's best compared if you know if you want it in like D&D terms. It's like the Shadowfell. Okay. It's a layer over top of the world that is a
like the ozone layer, but we're ghosts.
The ghosts.
It's a ghost
zone layer. It's like Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So seeing into the field is like seeing the haunted past of the city. If that makes any sense.
Okay.
So there, in that sense, there are ghost books in the ghost field. But they're more of a metaphysical representation of the age of the book, knowledge within, than it is actually the ghost of a book.
So is that it? Is that the...
Well, I think that if it's not, I don't know if it's the demon, but it's certainly the vessel in which men entered here from the ghost field.
So Sahara, this is definitely your territory as far as something to attune to get more information.
I know, but every time I attune to it, you hurt me real bad, Jordan.
I want to help you. I've got no attune powers, but I want to help.
Exactly.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that you want to help.
Can I help by using sway to distract?
I also sway.
The to distract the demon, like talk to the demon while she's.
So you can set up you can do a setup action.
I thought you were about to say we could do a seance, and can I just say,
I've been thinking about seances this entire time. I've been thinking about it as soon as I was like, "Are you here?" And then the lights flickered, and I was like, "Oh." I was like, "I'm just a psychic now."
Sorry, a setup action, a seance action. Anyone. So basically, you do an action if it's successful. If it's successful, anyone that uses it follows up on it, like does something that involves it, gets either a +1 effect level or an improved position for the.
Okay.
So I'm talking. Yeah. So Magda, if you want to set it up where you kind of distract the creature.
Yeah, I want to like talk to the ghost.
Yeah.
And distract.
Yeah, that works for me.
Cool.
I'm gonna say though that this is a bit more of a risky action. And we'll say a standard result.
Okay. How much do I have to? How much stress do I take to push myself?
2.
2. Apparently, I have no stress, which feels incorrect. But my stress track is clear, so I'm just.
Oh well, maybe
go
you
with
like
it.
indulged your. We did go to your.
I think you did pretty well on your indulging.
Oh, you know what? No, my character sheet is messed up, and my
Ah.
stress tracks like it's not turning red.
When I look at your
Maybe-
sheet, I see 5 stress.
Yeah, I just clicked. Okay, there it should be 4. But like when I click a stress pip, it goes away. So I'm
Oh.
just
Maybe you
gonna,
need to reload.
yeah.
Well, that's how.
I'm just gonna, yeah, and now I just cleared it all because.
Yeah, okay. It cleared for me.
Yeah.
And then I said it. I clicked on it and it went to. I
Okay,
think
good.
Roll20 might be.
Yeah, Roll20 is doing a thing.
I think it might be pooping the bed a little here.
Okay, but anyway, so
Really
that's
threw the baby out with the
So
bathwater.
are you leading in the seance now?
yeah. I'm
Nice.
doing a seance action. So it's a.
It's not even a seance. Like you're actually going to talk to a.
I'm just gonna talk with the ghost.
Right. Yeah.
Am I
It's like a
able?
seance.
Am I able
You're
to
the
assist?
only one who can do it.
Well, I'm assisting you.
Okay, that's what I was trying to understand. Whether
Yeah.
it was me assisting you or you were assisting me.
No, I'm assisting you
Okay.
by distracting the ghost.
So
Okay.
Magda is performing a setup action, which if is successful, give you a better.
So it's
Better
risky standard.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Can I assist by looking menacing to frighten the ghost? I'm just
That would
standing
make
there like.
me feel better.
It will cost you 2 stress in order.
Okay,
Can
I'll take it.
Tana use help action to reduce my stress by being intimidating? I trust Tana. That gun is very impressive. I would be much less stressed out.
I don't think
That was
I
a
can
joke.
allow that just right now.
So that's 2 bonus dice because I pushed myself.
Oh, you're pushing yourself and getting help.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Tana, you're helping. It's only 1 stress when you're helping.
Uh-huh.
I forgot about that. Not 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2 bonus dice.
Cool. I rolled a 5.
On a risky.
Risky
Okay, so tell me what you're doing, the gist of what you're using to distract, and then I'll see. I'll give you some.
I think I'm gonna be like, so this is your home. I'm gonna be like, so how did you manage to come here from the spectral field in a book that doesn't exist?
They're just gonna straight up ask the questions.
Yeah.
The voice responds, someone long forgotten trapped me, and I sent the book across the veil, hopes that someone would free me.
Who trapped you?
One thing that I don't even. Part of my curse was to have no way to enact revenge.
So she's just gonna like chat with the ghost, like,
Yeah, use your sway in there. Go
Magda,
like,
there
so what
is-
were you like in life?
well, no, yeah, but like yes is
So Magda, you are getting a clock on you.
okay. Is
'Cause
it a
there is bit of
possession clock?
consequence. It's Magda gets
What's a little curse between friends?
I mean, that is the theme of the episode, and it's a 6, and it has 2 notches on it.
All right, Sahar, go for it.
I like the idea that you were like talking to the ghost, distracting it, and I'm trying to sneak in from behind. I'm like,
The ghost is literally everywhere, so
Yeah,
there's
I
no
know,
like
I get
sneaking
it.
in around.
I
Yeah,
get-
yeah.
It's like just trying to draw its attention.
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah.
to draw its attention away from the book so you can like.
Yeah.
So
And you just happen to get a little.
So yeah, so now I sneak up on the book and I pounce.
No, I'm not
I'm
cursed
kidding.
yet.
Not yet.
Oh,
It's 6 pips, I will.
Yeah. The more interactions with the book and the environment that will fill. So
Okay.
describe to me what you're doing.
Okay, well, I'm taking a big breath
Hmm?
because I've not had good luck. I'm really so interested in ghosts, but I have such bad luck with them. This is like my whole deal. This is like my whole shtick in life, and I can't quite get it right. But you know, my friends are here, and you know, if all else fails, Tana's gonna shoot the ghost in its face. So you know, Magda is distracting it. Milan won't come near me, which is fine. I understand.
he's actually further away than he's been all day.
I thought we were friends. It's fine. It's okay.
We are, and this is like social distancing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. This is safety. This is good. This is practical. You know, no, it's physical distancing. We're still close socially. You know, just physically. It's cool. I understand. And so yeah, I'm definitely close my eyes and I like take a deep breath and I'm trying to sort of look past, because I feel like there's a surface level of information we've gathered so far, and I'm trying to like just get a little bit past that. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to delve in a little deeper.
Okay. And this is what you're gonna attune?
Yeah, it's okay if I attune. Is that all right? Am I allowed to do that?
You tell me how you're
No.
interacting with the book. It's up to you.
I'm attuning. That's my plan.
Okay. So this is, even though you're still kind of in the controlled position, as you are, things have not broken loose. This is still a risky standard thing because you're attuning to the ghost field, not really controlled.
Okay.
But the setup action will allow you to bump one of those up, so you can either change that risky to a controlled, or improve your position on it to, or improve your effect levels. Sorry. Great. So you can have risky, great, or controlled standard.
Okay, I can have risky, great, or controlled standard. I'll take risky, great.
Go for it.
Okay, risky, great. And I have one bonus die from Magda. Just the one, right?
No, her setup provided you with that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's different. Someone would have to assist you separately to give you an extra die.
What about a devil's bark?
Yeah, there's that too. Milan, you also, I think.
I don't have any ghost interacting powers, but I can hold her hand for emotional support.
You can. I'll. You know what?
Which really means a lot because
I
you've
will
been
say,
standing far away from her.
I was gonna say I don't want you to touch me. I feel bad, but if
Milan, you have your foresight ability as well, which lets you assist twice without taking any stress. So as long as you
I can do that. Milan wells up the emotional strength to hold
despite everything.
What did you? I'm gonna make you work a little bit more for it. What did you do? What did you prepare? How did you prepare for? Because you were nervous about this from the very beginning, as you have been physically demonstrating on stream all the time. But you did something that would allow you to give you the kind of oomph that you needed to actually step up and do it. So is there something you have on you that is allowing you to do that? Did you read?
I was actually thinking about that. I think that I can roll something if you think I ought to roll something. I was thinking that Milan, in the like when we went back to go get the guys, then Milan would have immediately like went into like Sahara's research and been like, okay, demons. Like, what does he need to know about this? Like he was like his nerves were through the roof, and for the next like however long it took for everybody to get ready, he was just like researching and trying to figure out the best way to approach something like this.
Sure. And so even if you didn't learn things that can help directly, you understood the situation a little better. Okay. And that's allowing you to kind of giving her the emotional support.
He knows that he
I like that.
Yes, because like in this moment, then he feels like he can.
Great. So that will be an extra die on your roll.
Yay! Thank you so much. Ah, yeah, this means a lot. Okay, thank you. Oh, thank goodness for that extra die. It was a 1, a 1, and a 5.
Okay.
That
Can we like describe how that was like how Milan support like helps her push through?
Yeah, I honestly think that like Sahar is like super excited by this stuff, but is super shaken. Like a lot of bad stuff has happened. She literally got shattered, and like Milan very fairly has been, hesitant to be near a lot of this very bad stuff. And especially when like, the extra runes started showing up and stuff. And so I think honestly Sahar probably was like shaking. And then if you whatever Milan did for support,
he held her hand.
yeah, I think that really steeled her. Like that really like calmed her nerves, and like I think that really like you literally would see
so
her catch her breath.
A 5 would mean that there's a complication of some kind, as always. You're still going to do the 2 things, which is you're gonna technically do 3, which is you'll need to fill up the research on the thing. Boop boop. That. So a complication, regular complication, is 2 notches on a thing. But what I'm going to do is, because anyone who helps and things, if there's a bad effect, it's shared between everybody, the people that help. So Sahar, what we're going to do is we're going to split up those 2 pie pieces, and I'm going to give 1 to you.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give. I'm going to start Milan's.
Oh no!
Milan's hand gets a.
No!
What's a little curse between friends?
Yeah.
Connie, you might as well get in on this.
It's gonna happen, probably.
Gotta get on this curse action.
Milan gets a little cursed.
Gets a little cursed.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Yeah.
And Sahar says gets a little more cursed.
I like the exclamation point for Milan.
He's like,
I thought I'd put them on all of them. No, Magda doesn't get an exclamation. Sorry. Okay.
Magda gets a little cursed. Milan gets a little cursed.
Gets a little cursed. So Sahar, you put your hand on the book and start focusing and connecting to the spirit of the ghost field, and very strange thing happens, as you might expect. But for you, the room inverts. So when you go to the spirit field, as I mentioned, you kind of see the ghostly haunted shadow version of Duskfall when you commune with the spirit field. But what you see, so that's what you see. The room is sort of this decayed kind of version of the library room. But where the book is a ghostly, the spectral version of the book, which is what you should see on the other side. If that makes sense. It's everything is ghosts here except for the book, which should be ghost here and is actually the real version.
What is the solid one? Can I yoink it? Can I yoink it back? Like, can I bring it back with me?
As you're holding on to this book or looking at it and trying to move it back in the library, all the books on the shelves are like, Magda, you're keeping up conversation with this thing, and it seems to be a little egotistical, so it's more than willing to speak about itself. But the books start to shake on the walls, like not just shake, but they start pulsing in and out off the shelf a little bit, like this.
You think that's like going in waves away from the
It's more like it feels like more like a rapid heartbeat that seems to be getting faster and faster. And Sahara, the same thing is happening to the sort of spectral books on the other side. They're kind of like pulsing back and forth. And
Me and Tachi are like freaking out at this point. We're like,
yeah, Tachi starts barking, just bark,
Yeah.
bark.
and I'm like, I've got like gun up, like, and I'm like pointing at the book here, and I'm like, oh, but over here, and I'm like, I don't even know, like.
There's too many
And-
books to shoot at.
I'll leave us going on to break with Milan. You were holding on to Sahara's hand while this happened, and normally Sahara just seems to be standing and touching the thing that she's attuning to, but because you contributed your energy to this ritual, you are half in and half out. So
Do you think it's like with the pulse of the heartbeat, then like I get half in and half out?
Yeah, I like that. You
Oh,
kind
that's
of
so
flicker.
cool.
You kind of flicker back and forth between them. It doesn't look like anything to Tana or Magda, but to you, the room is just changing dynamic as you grip onto Sahara's hand for support, and that's when I think we'll go for break.
Oh my goodness. It's so spooky. Can I just say that I love the mix of cute and spooky our game is?
Yeah.
I gave you a nerdy ghost too, like a book ghost.
An evil nerdy ghost.
I know. We finally wanted to befriend a ghost nerd, and he's evil and wants to.
Oh well, you have some ghost nerds.
I
and
mean, we
folks
have
rich.
the inventor of noodles, so
Yeah.
we're fine.
Yeah.
We have some.
And he
We have
was
some
a
other-
he was
It's
a
hard to
nerd
beat
for
that.
sure.
I love that the inventor of noodles is gonna like fund the rest of the lecture series, you know, because like people won't want to go, might not necessarily want to go to the rest of them, but like
Yeah.
everybody will like. pay to
Everybody's gonna be
see
like,
the
what was
inventor of
on his
noodles.
mind?
The
Yeah.
inventor of
I mean,
noodles.
I would absolutely, yeah.
The inventor of noodles is accessible to everyone. Like
Yeah.
that's
He's
a
gonna
general.
have to have like a signing event after.
Everybody likes the spaghettis.
And on that note, we're gonna go to break. So y'all don't forget to do a stretch, don't forget to hydrate, take care of you, and we'll be back in a few. Thanks for hanging out. See ya.
All right, thanks for watching.
Hey, we did it. We're back. Hi everyone. We did
Hi.
it. We're back.
I should have belched.
You should have as soon as we went. As soon as we
Oh.
went live.
I have
Well-
I have a funny story about belching. If you'd like.
Please.
It's demon related even.
Oh, weird. Okay.
So the thing about me is that sometimes I just don't know when I am going to burp, and I can't prepare for it. So
I love the story so far.
Yeah, it's great so far.
so the other demon related belch stories with Lauren. So I remember one time in our old apartment, our bedroom was very, very small. And I was trying to get through, and Jeff was just like talking. We were talking in the bedroom, and Jeff's my fiance, and he was in my way. And so I said, I was trying to get through, I said, "You're in my way," except I burped at the end of the sentence because I was not expecting it. So it turned into "you're in my way." And then it happened again the other night when I was talking about our cats and how one of our cats was being a butt. But it was like, yeah, Pearl is being a butt. So I don't know. Maybe there are just demons that live inside me. I don't know. But
It looks like you need to get on a Zoom chat with an old priest and a young priest.
I do have access to priests.
There you go. Problem
Get them
solved.
on Zoom and they'll.
It's
Yeah.
true. Anyway, so that's I'm always afraid of it happening on
That's what
stream.
we brought a
always.
Zoom chat to this house. Party the faculty, and we've got an old priest on one and a young priest on the other.
Perfect. It's just two scrying spheres that you just
Yeah.
have set up.
Well, with an
They're
old
sitting
priest
at
in it.
theirs they're squinting at it.
Yeah, they're like half in it because they don't know how to use
Yeah.
it. They're like, "Am I
Is it
doing
on?
it?"
Is it
Am
on?
I
Like
there?
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Show me the exorcism you need.
Right. So where we left off, Sahar had attuned to this non-book, the not book, that had been exuded by this demon into our world, and was now fully in the ghost field, looking at the real version of the book. Had been swapped basically. While Milan, who grabbed onto Sahar's hand as a show of support, also finds himself flickering back and forth between the veiled world and Duskwall. What do you do, Sahar?
I have two things that, like, really quickly, when this happens and I see that, like, everything is ghosty in this world except for the book, which is, like, real and physical. It is, like, the thing, and I know we're dealing with the book on the other side. My thought is either I need to take it back or I need to close it, because the thing we kept talking about is that we couldn't close the ghost book because it's a ghost book, whereas on this side it's the physical. So I guess maybe the first try is closed, then the second try is take. Like, that's the backup plan.
Okay.
If closing it doesn't, if really quickly slamming it shut doesn't solve the problem, then I guess I'll take it back with me, and then we'll have to find a basilisk's tooth, and then we'll have to, like, stab it, and, like, that's my only
I'm
thoughts.
trying not to rip off Harry Potter directly. Well, it means letting go of Milan's hand.
Oh no. I look really
Can't
quickly
close
at
a book with one hand.
Yeah, I
Maybe it's
can't.
a very big book. We'll
You-
teamwork. Say, like, just look at Milan and look at the book, and he's like,
Let's do it. You,
and then-
you close it on that side, and I close it on this side. We can do it together.
We can do it together.
Just describe unto me the actions you are taking.
I'm as I said, I'm attempting to close the book. Do I need to
Okay.
release Milan's hand to do so?
Milan's gonna help.
I can help.
If I look at Milan, do they look agreeable to helping me close a ghost book?
They're well, to helping you, like, if you look intently at the book, like, if you look determined, he's like a dog. It's like
yeah, we got this.
Exactly. It's like your confidence is, like, making him, like, he's freaking out internally about what he's seeing. But it's like this is your element in this moment.
So you both reach out to attempt to slam the book shut. I imagine this will be another attune move with you, because you are currently kind of a ghost. So it's sort of a reverse situation where you need to channel as much of your energy as you can in order to actually grab onto this physical book.
Okay, yeah.
Same way a ghost has to do the same when they're
yeah, okay, I see how you're explaining. Okay.
Milan,
so
are you going to use your extra bonus freebie die?
No. I'm gonna spend 2 stress.
Just 1 stress for helping.
Oh yeah, I want to spend the 1 stress.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. So position risky, I assume.
I would say this is a desperate situation.
Oh god.
Just because of the stress level that's happening with all the things that are going on.
Yeah, and this is happening in, like, bullet time too.
Yeah, I'd say this is a desperate move because you're not sure if it's going to work.
Okay. Effect.
And I will say a standard effect.
Okay.
So you can change. Remember, you can adjust those if you want. If you follow through with the desperate action, you will get an XP, obviously, at skill set. So
yeah, and if I put I could put the desperate down to risky, but then the effect would be limited, right? Okay, no, I'll take the desperate standard.
You can also push yourself if you.
Oh god, I'm really close to stressing out again.
Again, and then the other option is me giving you a devil's bargain.
I didn't get one yet, did I?
We haven't done one yet.
You offered a devil's bargain earlier, but then
we
I
didn't.
helped you.
But then everyone helped. Yeah. Can I take it? What? If I... what does the devil's bargain look like here?
You... I could give you an extra die, but...
But...
You're gonna suffer minor harm.
Okay.
Regardless of the results. So it's going to be added on whether it's a success or whatever else failed. So level 1 harm. I imagine it. You have to like bare skin expose your hand.
Oh god. Okay, that's fair. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's fair.
So you're getting 2 extra dice on this.
Well, you can let go of Milan's hand to do that, and then like
Milan's helping you, and the devil's bargain.
Oh, okay. So 2 bonus dice. Okay, thank
you
goodness.
let go of his hand to take off
Yeah,
the glove, and then they hold hands again, and then they close the thing together.
This isn't safe. People at home, don't do this. Physical distancing.
Never attune without gloves on.
Never, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta use proper PPE when you're attuning.
Yeah, when you're tuning to ghost fields. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Let's do it. Whew. Oh, 6, a 1, a 2, and a 2. But I got a 6. I got a 6.
So mark XP in Resolve. Yeah. And you both reach out.
Do I take a minor harm too?
Yes. You're both going to take the minor personally. So
so I haven't ever taken a harm. In like the 1 level harm, then I do something in there?
Yeah, you're gonna write the name of the harm, which is
okay, so you can keep going and then I'll
Cursed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just put an X in there for now and we'll figure that out.
Okay.
So the both of you reach out. Milan, for the first time ever, you step fully into the ghost field, and together using literally your spirit alone slam the book shut, and in a snap you are standing in the room that you were in actual Duskfall, with this now physical corporeal book closed in front of you, and the books have stopped like they stopped in the middle of their kind of back and forth, and one is like half out, so it just sort of falls off the shelf, and it's just silence. You look at your Milan and Sahar, you look at your hands, and there are like, you ever seen the marks that lightning makes when it hits wood? It's something like that, but it's purple and it's going all the way up.
They have a word for the kind of scar that lightning produces.
Yeah, they're called Lichtenberg marks.
Lichtenberg, yes.
Okay, wow, that's cool. You have a Lichtenberg mark on hands.
Also, fun fact, it's not actually a scar or a burn, it's blood vessels that and so they fade most of the time.
Oh,
Cool.
Well, that's why it's a minor effect. Ideally, we'll be able to get rid of. So you can call it Lichtenberg effect or whatever on your hand. Right now, it's not doing much, but it's kind of like on pins and needles all the time, which is terrible. You hear Dava.
Yeah.
Dava.
Carlotta Dava.
Lady
Dava let out the longest sigh of relief, but then, and she's moves forward and she's about to say something, and all of the books on the shelves start to move again, and they like one at a time, they're each pulled out, and the pages from inside the books are being ripped out, and they're being whipped up into a frenzy in the middle of the room, until this hulking figure made only out of paper pages that are flowing around inside of it, runes and rituals all mixing and being chopped up and cut together, appears, and the lights start to fade again, like when this creature was in the room, and
Yeah,
Sahara, you're clutching the book. And it says, "What have you done?"
Yeah, I have a question about if we can just flash back a little bit to what happened in my in
Conversation.
Magda's point of view, like,
Sure.
and how this conversation happened. Just
Sure.
like, we don't have to have the conversation, just like, when did the ghosty boy notice and stuff?
So its attention started to be drawn to the situation with the book only a few seconds before Sahar closed it.
Okay.
Because you had it thoroughly distracted, because you're a babe even to go.
Even
You've got a
ghosts,
charming
like,
soul.
Yeah, they've got all kinds of problems, but they all just fade away when they're talking to Magda. And basically, it's just said, no, and then everything kind of snapped back like that. If there were any specific questions you were asking it, I can try and give you answers if you think it's going to matter.
No, I just kind of wanted to know what
she was like dealing with.
Okay. All right. So this creature is now it's used pages from the books to manifest itself. Dava's like stumbled back up against the wall because obviously this is some of the more valuable books, and this is terrifying. Davril lets out a scream and sort of yelp and falls, and you all feel, any of you that have been cursed a little bit, feel the cursed things flare up on your arms, but they also disappear. So whatever's happened to it is weakened. Yeah, and as it's like looking over you and laser focused on Sahar, you can see like a wind is blowing through it and pages are being pulled out of it, and it's slowly it seems to be diminishing, but what it gets to do before it diminishes, well, that's up to how much you interfere. So what's everybody doing?
Milan's looks directly at Tana.
Save us! Hey!
Yeah, Tachi is just barking and growling at this thing. And it kind of like, it's trying to focus on you, but it's also like grasping at the papers that are coming away and trying to like reform itself.
So I can see things happening now. Like, it's not.
There's a big paper monster, a big parchment monster in front of you. Yeah.
This is happening here, not in the ghost field.
Okay, I was a little bit confused because I know there was some stuff that was happening that I couldn't see, and then I just know
everything's happening all in the same.
Now I can see paper monster. Okay, if Tachi's like barking and freaking out and they're all like panicking, like I'm like, well, it's shooty time. So I try to shoot at what seems to be the most like clumpy clustered section.
Just like hit the pages.
Clumpy cluster. Sure. What action are you using there? Imagine maybe hunt.
Either hunt or skirmish, because this is we're close quarters, right?
Yeah, but you're still using the gun. I'd still say hunt. Aiming. It's not like right on you.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Would you like to push yourself?
Yes, I am gonna push myself for this.
And are you using your ectoplasmic ammunition?
Yes. What is the position?
Well, things have definitely gotten to risky, for sure. And it's going to be a limited effect. Create a little feel for the whale.
Okay.
still pretty good. Okay, so there's a wheel called The Creature is Banished. It's got 6 on it.
And then
All right.
because I've used my electroplasmic ammunition, I get 1 tick up on my attention from the spirit wardens.
Oh, you do, yes.
Oh no.
Every time you do it, yeah.
Or I think it's any time that you use it within a score.
Right, that's right. So unfortunately, so you fire off a round at this thing, and it does tear away some of the paper, but that whipping ectoplasmic force that's holding the paper together seems unaffected. And even though technically a 5 is a success, I'm going to reduce the effect to no effect. So the ammunition goes off, but there's something stopping you from being able to hurt it correctly. Or you need to really ramp up the degree that you have to find some way to like juice up the ectoplasmic ammunition.
Or so it's like it would, so like what, does it need to like physically be separated or what?
It's almost like it's warded or it's more powerful than the ammunition provides, and something in the room or some aspect of it is protecting it right now. The heart, that pulsing kind of heartbeat, you still feel it in your arms in the book.
Okay, so like I did physically bring the book from the other side to this side.
You're holding a real book that exists.
Okay, so I think go ahead.
Can I like survey to see if I can figure out what is keeping it from working?
Absolutely. Take a look. You can do a survey roll.
Okay. Still risky? Or...
Yeah, risky, standard result. Good old 5. You're looking around, and you're trying to see. There isn't a lot of room in this room for it to move around in the first place. It seems not to be tethered to the spot it's on or anything like that, but it just doesn't have a lot of space. And in fact, while you're watching it, it knocks over the pedestal that held the book to start getting closer to where you are. It seems it's destroyed all of the books that are on the shelves except for one book in the room, which is the book that Sahar is holding, and all of its intent is on it.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, like, probably when Sahar and Milan booped back here, Sahar was like frozen for a moment, and then Tana shot the big thing, and it's like, oh, right, like it is like, you know, clutching the book, like, what to do now? Fire, acid, someone.
So we need to destroy the book. Is what we're trying to figure out.
Basilisk too.
What's the?
What do we?
How long have lighters been a thing?
We can say that lighters, but it takes a long time to burn something thoroughly. But you can try if you want.
But I was thinking of a lot of things actually.
Can I try shooting the book?
Oh God, do I have to like hold? Like, do you tell me that so I'm not holding it? Because I said I was clutching it to my chest.
Yeah, that was.
Okay. I'll take it from you. I'm gonna run up and take.
Oh, you're gonna do one of the toss it into the air and shoot it moves?
Yeah.
Oh, that's you can say you like
I like run up, grab it from Sahar, throw it, and go.
Sahar, if you want, if you, I mean, you're able to communicate with each other. You could maybe set it up for her if you want.
I would. I think I would have been like. I think Sahar's panicking, like knows now, like seeing like Tana like do that and being like, oh, it's the book, like. And so I think if Sahar saw Tana running at her, she would have been like, yep, you this is yours now.
All right, so I will say that with your hunt, this is a desperate. It's just kind of like your spur of the moment thing. It's a desperate action with a great result. because
Okay.
it's just a book.
And I'm gonna push myself again for this.
Okay.
Is there any way that I can assist?
Knock me over so I'm out of the way. Just like
I have skirmish, which is assault or hold a position, and brawl or wrestle. If there's something that I can
Honestly,
do to...
you get to use your ability. You just need to describe what you do to help. Like I don't really have a say on saying yes or no necessarily, unless it's just so outside of the fiction, right? So.
Well, I have another gun.
Okay.
what?
I can shoot as well.
Sure. Okay.
We could both shoot. But this is to help Tana's thing.
Okay. So you can.
That's my extra foresight with no stress.
Okay. So you're flashing back to kind of prepping a gun here.
Yes, I have like one of Tana's spectral bullets or whatever.
Okay. Cool. So mark that off on your with your part of your load pistol. And that's an extra die for you, Tana. So you get 2 more bonus dice.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna say it because I don't think stream can see because the roll 20 is being so poopy. But that's a 2, a 2, a 2, and a 5.
Okay. The shot fires off. But 2 shots fire off. And the book midair gets hit by the first spectral bullet, and then a second one just seconds behind it or like moments or fractions of a second behind it.
Is it like a Robin Hood thing where like the book went flying and like it actually like the wind warped it up so it was gonna miss, and then Milan's bullet moved it back in the path, and then Tana's bullet like went
No, it's the Robin Hood where one arrow splits another arrow in half.
Oh, it like
That's
barely,
cool.
it like barely
it's
penetrated.
Like almost missed, and then it goes like.
Yeah. So the spectral bullet hits the book midair, and then the second one slams into the same spot, and the spectral field detonates out from the effect. Tana and Milan, you are blown back from the impact on the book. I'm going to cut the demon boy in half as far as his track goes. Its track. Demon boy cut in half. But each of you are going to suffer level 2 stress.
Level 2 harm?
Yeah, it's level 2 harm, pardon me. Which will be we'll call it like impact shock, I guess, from slamming into the wall so hard.
Am I harmed too?
No, just the 2 people who are participating in the action.
Okay.
I will, because we're always learning new things about this game, I will say that you can suffer consequences instead of a teammate, basically at any time.
How are y'all doing with your harm tracks?
And also, Tana and Milan, you can resist as normal as well.
No, I'll take it.
I'll take it just because I.
If you have only 1 level 2, then it's not that bad right now. It's more of a role-playing effect. It's when they both fill it. So yeah, you both slam against the wall, the bookshelves, and the demon like lets out a dry, raspy scream, and pages of it just are flying and sticking up against the wall, getting blown away from it. So something has changed. It seems weaker.
But it's still
here.
Yeah, and the physical, like the physical ghost is still there, like.
Yes, but it's shrinking away. But you feel as though you might be able to hit it now.
Hit the ghost?
It's destroying the book, which seemed to be a bit of a a tether or a fetish.
Yeah.
Like a phylactery.
Cool. In that case, can I because I still have my hairpin, come up behind it and slit its paper throat?
Like jump up there, like.
Well, no, I guess I can't slit because it's a stab. So just stab it, from behind, backstab.
What are you
I'm
doing to kind of make this a little magical?
Does it have to be magic?
It's difficult to just straight up stab a ghost,
Oh.
even one that's unwounded.
Well, I have arcane implements, so
Okay.
the thing is, one of the things is like a spear, a vial of ectoplasm designed to break and splatter on impact thing, a vial of quicksilver and stuff. So maybe I'm putting my
Coating
paint
it?
in quicksilver or something.
Sure. That works.
Yeah.
That works for me.
And the reason I'm asking about the backstab is because that way I can roll prowl.
Yeah. I will. Actually, someone will need to do a setup action to help you get that figured out.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Or
Yeah,
unless
no,
unless someone else wants to. I
You
don't
can do
have
it
much stress.
You can go ahead if you want to. I was only gonna because I thought you two might be busy. I was going to attempt to help Magda, but honestly, if you can do it, that's.
How are you looking on stress, Tana?
I am at 6 pips.
Okay, oh my god, I guess it's me. I have 2. I'll set up action. I'll do it as much as I have to.
Okay, so what are you doing to help Magda get around to do a stab?
I'll have to attack it myself, or try to do something that where I am attacked, like drawing its attention so that she can get around. Like if she if we discussed some battle plans in the past, not like we didn't know this was going to happen, but some battle plans, like some tactics. We do this thing. This is a move we do. And maybe she calls out that she wants to do that move, and then I okay, Tana maybe still reeling or something like that, and then I am gonna try to distract it by throwing a chair at it or something like that.
Okay. What action do you see as this being?
This would have to be skirmish. No, I guess not really. I can maybe not throw a chair. If there's some small object I can rush this with.
The podium, the wooden podium that the book was originally sitting on, has broken into a bunch of pieces. So you could grab the top part and just throw that.
I can rush at it with the.
Okay.
Because I don't have any in rec, but I have 1 in skirmish.
Yeah. Okay. So let's. This is definitely a desperate action. I will say it has. I will say it will have a standard effect.
Okay. I have.
You want to push yourself? Devil's bargain.
Give me that devil's bargain. Let's see.
A feint, like pretending to hit it, isn't going to necessarily distract it that well.
Mm-hmm.
If you are willing to get up to it, and actually take a swing to injure it, or to really wail on it, and you'll take another level 1 harm, but I'll give you that extra die.
Okay.
You're going to expose yourself again to the same thing that gave you that burn the spectral burn in the first place.
Yes.
Okay. That's 2 dice.
That's 2 bonus dice or just 2 dice?
1 bonus die.
Okay.
Heyo!
That's a 6.
Yeah. So that's a success for sure. You took a desperate action, so mark an XP in your resolve. No, sorry, your prowess. And Magda, you can when you make your stab action, you can backstab move. You can do a +1 effect level or +1 improved position.
Let's do the effect so we get this ghost.
So you're
Ghost
getting
work
it
on
up behind it. Yeah, I will say that it is a desperate action, but and with a standard result, since you put the Quicksilver on it,
Yeah.
that would bump it up to a great result.
Desperate action with a great result.
Are you pushing yourself? I'll provide you with the same if you choose to have no care for your own safety to get this done and take a level 1 harm. I'll give you an extra die.
I will push myself.
Okay.
You do like a Legolas from The Hobbit, like you bound off of flying objects.
Yeah. Well,
Pieces
because
of
I was
successful.
my thing was because I was talking to it, I wasn't fighting it, so like it might not expect me, and I haven't been doing anything to fight it right now.
I think it's a good plan, yeah.
Might not expect me, and then I go ha, and I
Oh no!
fail.
Oh wow!
Oh.
That's real bad.
That's 2 ones.
I mark an XP though.
Yeah, yeah.
You do learn from this immediately.
Oh, it's a good thing you didn't take the devil's bark.
You leap up as best you can. You drag the Quicksilver hairpin down the demon's back, and it tears through paper and stuff. And you fall back thinking the deed is done, and the room starts to the lights start to flicker, and then suddenly their lights are out, and you're in the dark for a beat, and then the spectral electricity lights, whatever it's called, flicker back on, and all that's left is just a bunch of papers just slowly drifting to the.
But the ghost is gone.
The hairs that have been standing up on your arms and the back of your necks aren't. But that weird feeling that you had before is gone.
And the runes on our arms are gone?
Sorry, what was the consequence for me just
rolling 2 ones?
So, the consequence, which is I'm going to be a serious complication, is that another clock.
Oh no.
Not sure I like this.
Yeah.
sorry? I tried.
Good.
I mean, I technically did it. I technically killed the ghost.
You solved the problem in the house for sure. That was your goal for this score, so yes. If you'll pay attention to the chat.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's not. It just is like peace for now, but it's like.
Right. Do we know that it's not completely gone? Like, do we have a sense?
It's a feeling that it was too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a feeling that it's too easy, and Sahar, you definitely know that it isn't. That's not what it looks like. That's not what this demon banishing should have looked like.
Yeah, that's not what this thing going away looks like. Oh.
But Dava is ecstatic. He says, "You did it." He runs over to Magda. It's like, you killed it with your hairpin, and she like hugs you close. Whatever's left of my library is yours, anytime, day or night. She goes over and grabs Davril's arm, and he doesn't have any evidence of it on his arm anymore. He hugs him tight.
I call the guys in.
Huddle.
I imagine that Tachi is like still kind of stressed, like.
Yeah.
You know how like
Tachi goes over. Tachi is actually
still,
over at the remains of the book, and Jess like shaking it, like
Yeah.
just picked it up and just shaking it and growling at what's left.
Yeah, because you know how like dogs still sense things that
Yeah.
like people don't.
She
So like
should.
she's probably
Tana should
like,
say that about Tachi.
no,
Well,
I look over, I see Tachi still reacting, so I
I'm
go.
sorry. Can I know we've like fictionally passed on, but can I resist this? 'Cause
I will allow you. I will allow you to try and have it be a lessened effect. That's I think the best. This is a story thing I want to happen. So I'm going.
okay.
But I'll let you resist, and in exchange, like,
Less pips.
you know what? Take up to 4 stress, and for every 2 stress you take, I'll take 1 pip off of the thing.
What? No. No, I want to use the roll to resist.
Okay, then I'll take 1 pip off. That's the best I could do.
You put 1 pip on.
I put 3 pips onto this track because that's a
No,
serious complication.
I don't agree then. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it if I can't make it go completely.
You can slow it down. That's the best I could do.
I see Tachi like ripping at the book and everything, so I go over and I take out like my knife. I just like stab at the paper. I'm like helping the dog, like I'm like, the dog knows something, so I'm just like, we're destroying this. So I'm like stabbing at the paper.
Donna, that's. I don't think that's gonna help at this point.
Remember, I don't know if it's canon that we talked about a plan for stabilizing this situation and forcing the thing to whatever, or if we like retconned that conversation. But I feel like we could prepare some kind of like containment thing.
Oh, when y'all were talking about the
Not
pylons in the other room.
Yeah, like the pylons, not like a pain-free containment device. Something for containing whatever this is. And I think that if we talked about like, remember the containment device that we were talking about? I think that now would be a good time to try to set it up. And that would be one of and some of like those things can be one or more than one of the things that I carried. Like in my loadout.
After the demon thing is gone, you're going to try and trap it?
So I'm going to try to set up the device.
Okay. To
Like
what end?
To if it comes back.
Oh, okay. I see. You're setting up a trap.
Yes.
Sure. If it comes back here, we can have that happen without rolls, things like that. If you're gonna, that actually could be a good downtime action. Is
so this
library.
is not for now. This isn't the Demon Returns Hungry for Knowledge today.
No.
Okay, never mind.
This is a long-term thing.
Okay.
But you want do you want to set up your like a mousetrap ghost equivalent? Like
yeah, we can do that like here. We can set one up here.
Why would we set it up here when we could set it up somewhere more secure because it's returning from the book? We can just move the book.
That's good thinking.
So yeah, so Tana destroying the book, how much does it manage to resist the destruction?
If you pull Tana off of the book to take a look at the dog,
I do not physically do anything to Tana. No,
Tana's got the biggest muscles here. I don't think any of us could stop her.
I'm not messing with Tana. I'm just simply quietly saying that I don't. I think you never looked
into the book. You never opened the book while it was still whole in your hands, right? And the parchment and the paper inside is blank. It's like a diary that does nothing written in it. And the book was merely needed a blank. It was just needed as a blank canvas to cast the ritual to lock the thing away, or for the demon to provide a vessel. So this book is It's like going to Chapters and buying a fresh. That's what it was. Except now a dog is eating
It's
it.
an
I
empty
look
notebook
at-
now.
If we do that, if we look at it and we see it, I look at Magda. And I look scared. Like Milan, he does not look calm about this. Like do we I'm no spec-spert.
Is that really the first time that joke has been made? Because y'all are slacking. Expert.
But do you think that he's pointing at Magda, that it's, I guess you're up here, that that it's that you've that and you now that
I don't know. I just think it's something we're going to have to deal with, and it's going to set all of our work back, which is frustrating.
but we have a library now.
Yes, I mean, technically, we did what we came here to do. We got rid of the thing for now, and then also we have access to all the books we wanted, and we helped all these nice people, and we don't have any weird markings. Well, except for the ones we already had. Puts hand away. So it's like 3 out of 4 checks on the checklist ish. I feel like, yay.
Is our gets a little curse clock gone now?
Yes. Yeah, I'll delete all those.
Okay. Love to not.
I don't know why you need to get rid of the thing. What's a little curse between friends?
I feel like there should be an episode count list of how many times the episode title came up.
Plot twist: it disappears for everyone except for now. Tana has one.
Tana has everybody's. Yeah.
That's why you had to get in on the curse while the cursing was good. Like.
The rest of your time. I mean, if you want to set up defenses and stuff, we can do that during downtime activities.
Yeah, it'd have to be downtime activity there.
Yeah.
But
I just think we should let this poor lady go, and
we can take this
take this book somewhere else.
Yeah. We should definitely take it back to our lair. I mean, lab.
It's a
office?
University.
That's true. It'll eat all the books at the university.
That's a really bad.
Sorry, I was trying to get across the fact that
the book is empty now.
The book doesn't mean much anymore.
Okay. Yeah, this book in particular is useless. That thing is on the loose.
Basically, for the demon to swap a ghost book into the real world, it needed just a physical representation of a book in the real world. Switch places.
So we have no way of tracking. So this is just like, okay.
No, you have a whisper. You have a whisper, so you can anytime they want to tap into the spirit field, they can start trying to track it.
Cool. The book is clean.
I like that this book empty. Yeet.
Goodbye.
This is empty.
What do I even want this for anymore? This is garbage.
I mean, we've also torn it up and destroyed.
I was gonna say Tana and Tachi. Tachi still has pages.
I will say it's still relevant. I mean, having even a piece or two of it might still be useful. It's
exactly. I think it's interesting. I would like to keep some of it if I may. Tachi, please, may I? Tachi.
So I've stopped stabbing, and then I just put my hand on Tachi's head, and I'm like, okay, I think it's good now.
It's
and she just spits it out, and I just gesture. I'm like, All yours.
I pick up this slobbery book. I like hold it between like two fingers, like whoa. I will thank you, thank you both. That's very kind of you. I take the book.
And Tana and Tachi both like look at the bookcase behind them like suspiciously and like sniff like like I got my eyes on you.
Tana's never
Let
gonna
that be a
trust
warning
another
to your
book
books.
again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you're going to let Dava kind of
Recover.
have a night of peace or whatever,
Yeah.
a little bit of
The
rest
first
from
night of peace, and
a long time, and make your way back to your lair.
If there's anything
Office.
we can do, let us know.
He is the whole time, though she looks like he ages like 5 years from exhaustion. Like as after all of this, like
Oh.
she's let out this stress and this relief from the situation. She is thrilled to have you back. And her basically all but gives you a key, to the front door to say, come back anytime.
Amazing.
And I think that'll be a good place to end it for the evening. I'll add this library to your faction map here.
We have an extra library now, y'all.
The backup library.
So yeah.
this is a better library.
This is a specifics library. This is like
a sexy new library.
Yep.
Yeah. This is like mwah, the chef's kiss of libraries.
It is. And it doesn't have demon living in all the books anymore.
That's
for
a
now.
bonus. Bonus.
There's fewer supernatural things in this library now than there are at the university, if you recall.
Yeah, you've got 4 ghosts on ice still waiting for you back at the back.
I meant in the ones that we didn't go corral that one time. The fact that there were ghosts like on campus.
Oh yeah. Oh, maybe.
So there are ghosts on campus. We have ghosts on ice.
There's
This
ghosts
place
everywhere.
is relatively speaking.
You forget that it's like hashtag everything is ghosts.
Yeah. Do they have electric lights? Then they've got ghosts. Like,
yeah,
That's
literally.
True. But still, I feel like this mansion has fewer electric lights than the university.
Yeah.
So they have less ghosts, and so we're safe. We're ghost safe here, relatively speaking.
Perfect. Okay. Well, okay. So we'll do all our end of stuff off stream, but in the meantime, let's go around and say goodbye to everyone. Tell everyone where they can find you, and all that good stuff. And we'll go in reverse order from where we started. So we'll actually start with Jason Jordan. I'm so sorry. I went back to Spire for a second there, which used to be the Saturday thing. Sorry. Jorson, go ahead.
Okay, Jorson will speak now because I am Jorson. My name is Jordan. I am at Native Cartoons on socials. I am here every other Saturday, providing weird ghosts for them to collect. And every other Friday, occasionally doing indie RPGs. My birthday coming up this week, so I think we're doing something on the 10th, which is not my birthday, but it's the day after my birthday. Wow. And because Jesus laid an egg or something, we all have that day off, so we'll be doing something for that day. I don't know. I realize that's probably offensive, and we'll deal with that. Please write all letters to. So yeah, and that's me. That's me, the worst person.
Next is Basel.
I'm Basel at Lammergeared, LAMMERGEARED, Twitter. If you like hunks, I draw a heapin' helpin'.
Hunks and now chunks have been added to your
hunks. There will be hunks. There will be chunks. I'm getting into music, so there'll be funks. No.
Funky, chunky hunks coming your way.
And so that's me. That's all I got going on.
Amazing. Next is Lauren.
Hey, I'm Lauren. I am jail_nice girl on Twitter. I am starving Soubrette on Twitch. I play games, places, check my Twitter. But what I plugging this week is that I am the co-creator of the tabletop RPG safety toolkit. It is a free online resource drive to collect all of safety tools out there, and also there's panel audio for panels that my co-creator can, and other resources on player safety and support, and creating the environments at the table that allow safety without fear. So definitely check that out. You can find it at bit.ly/tt.
You actually made me realize that we don't have a command for that in the chat, and I'm going to make one for next time so it goes straight to your safety toolkit, because we do use safety tools always on this channel, and I think I'm glad I've definitely learned more getting to like know you and playing with you, and I'm really appreciative of that. And Lauren actually helped us do a refresh of our safety tools this episode, so we did go back through it, so thank you. And we will definitely get a I'm gonna see if I can get that done before the end of today, if I can get a safety command up in Nightbot.
Can you please call it safety dance?
Yes.
I approve.
Thank you. And Allison.
Yeah, I'm Allison, also known as Disco, found on Twitter @_Discosaurus. Don't really have anything to plug at the moment. But yeah,
much Animal Crossing knowledge.
much Animal Crossings. I'm also known as Animal Crossing Senpai. If you have been around for Jess's Animal Crossing streams.
True story. Amazing. Thank you. And I'm Jess. This is my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Please check out all these amazing people and all they do. I have put the command in the Twitch chat, and if you watch later over in the YouTubes, I will put them down below so you can find all these cool people and all they do. And soon we will have a safety command, and I will put that in the YouTubes down below as well, so you can find it easily and well, because you should use safety tools because they're amazing and wonderful and let you play to a fuller extent and comfortably. And yeah, thanks for hanging out so much. We're gonna go raid Wandering DM, who are taking part in the CouchCon right now. If you don't know, there's a whole bunch of cool, since we're all stuck inside, but we still want to hang out and play games. There's a lot of cool stuff happening, including this weekend, an event called CouchCon. So we're gonna go over there and show them some love. And hopefully we will see you all back here in 2 weeks' time for more Blades in the Dark. And just in general, come back and hang out with us for more video games, the TTRPG streams, and all that good stuff here on the channel anytime. Thanks for being here. Heart your faces. See you all soon. Thanks for coming and not getting cursed with us, maybe?
Everyone is uncursed.
Perfect.
For now.
For now. Until the next curse.
Until the next curse. See you all later. Bye.
What a toast. Yeah.